Hey everybody, I know you're here to try to see about getting the extra 30 points that you've been waiting on or that you need to get in order to get approved for that house or whatever it is. But we're going to get into that, talking about this account and some other good features that it has too. All that coming up. Hey everyone, if you've been trying to work on your credit and you have barely been seeing any results, you need to go ahead and take a look at the workshop that I just opened up that is currently free so that you can learn where you went wrong while you were trying to work on your credit. During that lesson, you'll learn the 4 don'ts when it comes to working on your credit, the mistakes people make when writing dispute letters, why you shouldn't only dispute with the credit bureaus, and also the accounts that people waste time disputing. Not to mention, you'll get to see real results from a customer who used my methods and they were able to get their credit straightened out and bought a brand new home within 7 months. So go ahead and sign up for that training today. The link is going to be down in the bio. And while you're trying to work on your credit, you have to see all 3 of your credit reports and scores. And My Score IQ, a company that I use for myself and for all of my customers, has a $1 7-day trial so you can see your credit reports and scores so you can know where you stand, because you can't work on your credit without knowing what's going on all 3 reports. So please check out My Score IQ. The link to them is going to be down in the description as well. Hey everybody, Will Frazier here, your credit expert, bringing you the tips you need to get your credit back on track, because what goes down must come up. And if you don't want your credit score to drop 300 points, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any new videos I drop just like this. So yes, today we're going to be talking about this account that may possibly be able to give you that extra 30 points you've been looking for. But the reason why we have to see if it will is because this particular account, you may have heard of it before, and you may have heard that it's not reporting to the credit bureaus, but I saw some information that may say that that's not true, or at least not true anymore. But we're going to talk about the benefits of this account besides that, and we're going to get into that as well. So the account that I'm talking about, if you haven't figured it out already, is Chime. Now, Chime is an alternative to using a bank account. You know, if you haven't heard of it, basically they have a whole bunch of different features. They are backed by an actual financial institution. So this is another reason why they should not be falling off of anybody's credit report. But besides that, they are an alternative to using the traditional banks where you get charged all of the fees. You have to wait until your payday to actually get paid, and a few other things. They also have a credit card, which we're going to get into in a little bit. But the first part we're going to talk about when it comes to a Chime account is going to be the regular bank account and a debit card that you get to use through them. Now, as you can see here, you get no hidden fees, a Spot Me feature that they have, a early payday, and as I mentioned, that Credit Builder Visa Secure Credit Card, which their secure credit card operates a little bit differently than a traditional credit card, but again, we'll get into that. Now, when you take a look at the details, you can see they say that a bank account shouldn't cost you money, and that's, you know, what they aim to do for you. You can get paid up to 2 days early with your direct deposit, so you don't have to wait until your pay date. You know, especially with things going on now with COVID and people losing their jobs or getting less hours, stuff like that happening, it may be very beneficial for you to get your paycheck a little bit early. So that's one benefit that they have with the Chime debit card that they have. And again, it is different from the credit card, but we'll get into that. It's fee-free, and they have overdraft of up to $200 for eligible members. Now, I'll get into the details of what that's talking about, but basically that's a part of their Spot Me feature, where they'll let you overdraft up to a certain amount without a fee. Again, there are no hidden fees like, you know, most banks are going to charge you a monthly fee just for having the account, especially if you don't have any type of direct deposit or, you know, a certain number of transactions. So of course, this is very beneficial to saving you money. They have 60,000 plus free ATMs, fee-free ATMs, so you can actually use ATMs at a bunch of different places without being charged that ATM fee, which most people hate. They also have features that can help you grow your savings account automatically. So basically, they'll round up any dollar amount that you have spent that you swiped your card for, and they'll round it up, and they'll take that amount that they rounded up and they'll put that into a savings account for you. And that's basically a way to automatically help you save money without you even thinking about it or really noticing it, because, you know, it's just rounding up, you know, by the sense of whatever it is that you're spending, and you just building up a little nest egg, and then before you know it, you'll have a good bit of money saved up over time. And the APY on that is 0.5%, so, you know, that's not extremely high. You know, most savings accounts these days don't really give you a whole lot of money, so that's not really the best feature of this card, but it is something that they are offering at least 0.5%. Now, just as far as trust goes, because I did say they are backed by a financial institution, they are FDIC insured up to $250,000, just like most bank accounts, and you have zero liability policy, which protects you from unauthorized purchases through Visa. So you do still get the protections that you would have going through a bank. And now, just to go into detail really quickly before we get to the credit card about that Spot Me no fee overdraft feature, just so that you can see what it entails. It is basically a no fee service that requires $500 in qualifying direct deposits to your Chime spending account each month. All qualifying members will be allowed to overdraw their account up to $20 on debit card purchases initially, but may be later eligible for a higher limit of up to $200 or more based on members' Chime account history, direct deposit frequency and amount, spending activity, and a few other risk factors. So basically, you have to have a direct deposit of at least $500 coming into your account in order to qualify for that Spot Me feature. Now, I know most of you are probably wondering where I got that 30 points from. Basically, they state themselves here that they can help increase your credit score by an average of 30 points with regular on-time payments. So basically, they have seen an average score increase of about 30 points from their current customers that they do have that have used the account and have made regular on-time payments. Another one of the beauties about their secure credit card is that it is no interest rate or annual fee and no credit check to apply, no minimum security deposit required. So I did mention to you that this is a little bit different than a regular secure card. Basically, once you actually apply for this card and you get the credit card, the secure credit card, what you would do usually with a secure credit card is send over, $200, $300 deposit, and then they basically hold that money, give you a credit line for that amount of money that you gave them as a deposit, and then they just hold on to that deposit and you just go spend like a regular credit card. Now, I've seen a lot of people think in the past that they were actually spending the money that they gave as a deposit, but with regular secure credit cards, that's not how it worked. However, with Chime, that is actually how it works. If you wanted to spend, let's say, $300, you would send that over to your Chime secure credit card, and then you would be spending that $300, however you spend it, and then making payments, and then you would start making payments to pay that back, and that payment history is marked on your credit report, and it helps you to build up a payment history and helps you to build up your score. Now, because of the way that this is actually, set up, there is not an actual credit limit. So on your credit report, you wouldn't see a credit limit reporting for Chime. Now, I haven't seen this on somebody's credit report before, but I'm pretty sure based on how they say they reported, it would only show your balance, and then it would show maybe your high balance. I can't even remember what it's called. I think that's what it's called on a credit report. But your high balance is what it would show, and that would be the highest amount that you've ever spent on a card. Now, if I'm wrong about that, they probably don't show that part, but they more than likely do show a balance, which can kind of throw off your utilization if they aren't reporting the high credit or a credit limit, meaning you would only benefit from the payment history part for the most part. And yeah, a few other things based on the account, age and stuff like that, but we're just going to focus on the most important part, which would be the payment history. Now, the real question is this actually going to report on your credit report? Because, people have heard that it has fallen off of people's credit reports. And if this has happened to you, of course, please leave that down in the comments so that we can know. But right now, I'm going off of what they currently have on their website just to try to get an idea on what may be going on. Because usually they should update their credit report if they are no longer reporting. But based on what we see here, how can Credit Builder help my credit score? Credit Builder offers features that help you stay on top of key factors that impact your credit score. Consistent use of Credit Builder can help you build on-time payment history, increase the length of your credit history over time, and more. We report to the major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Now, with them having this on the website and not changing that, that would tell me that they are still reporting to the credit bureaus. Maybe they had a hiccup back when, and they are again. And like I said, they are backed by financial institutions, so they shouldn't have issues reporting to the credit bureau. But, this is the information they have on this site, and that's what I'm going by. Again, if anybody has seen anything different, please, in the comments, let us know. But all in all, overall, I would definitely say that Chime is a good account to have as far as a debit card to use for your transactions on a daily basis. And also for the Credit Builder account, as long as it's actually reporting on your credit report and it's helping you with your score, then it is also a good feature to have. And they both have some really good features that come with them. So, I would definitely recommend it. And if you want to check them out, make sure you go down to the description. You can click the link and you can check them out for yourselves. Now, I hope this information is useful. And if you guys are looking for other accounts to actually build up your credit, I'm going to link to some other videos with some other accounts that you can use to build up your credit. I thank you guys for spending time with me today. I'll see you next time.